Everyone thought they knew the story behind Rob Reiner's death, but Aaron Sorkin just revealed a shocking truth that no one saw coming. This revelation is tearing through Hollywood, and it changes everything we thought we knew about his final days. Rob Reiner was one of the most respected figures in Hollywood. His career spanned decades, from unforgettable movies to iconic television appearances. Fans admired him not only for his talent but for the way he carried himself, always composed, always strong. But behind the cameras, things were far more complicated than anyone imagined. For years, Rob Reiner kept a part of his life hidden, a pain he never spoke about publicly. Aaron Sorkin, known for his incredible storytelling, was one of the few who truly understood the man behind the fame. Sorkin had worked closely with Reiner on multiple projects, and he knew the pressures that came with being a Hollywood legend. He also knew that Reiner had faced personal struggles that few could even imagine. These were not the struggles that made headlines, but they were struggles that shaped the man himself. According to Aaron Sorkin, Rob Reiner's final days were not as peaceful as many believed. Contrary to public belief, his death was not a quiet, natural end. There were layers of stress, heartbreak, and hidden family tragedies that contributed to his final moments. Reiner had always been private about his personal life, and he had shielded his loved ones from the public eye. But Sorkin revealed that this privacy came at a cost. Friends and colleagues who were close to Reiner described him as a perfectionist. He cared deeply about his work, but he also carried a tremendous weight emotionally. Many assumed that he faced the typical pressures of Hollywood, projects, deadlines, and public scrutiny. But Sorkin revealed that Reiner was also struggling with deep-seated personal issues, matters that most people would never have guessed. One of the most shocking revelations from Aaron Sorkin was about Reiner's relationship with his family. Sorkin explained that there were conflicts that remained unresolved for years. These conflicts were never meant to be public, but they had a profound effect on Reiner. He had tried to protect his family from pain, even when it meant carrying his own burden alone. Sorkin said that Reiner's dedication to shielding his loved ones might have been the heaviest weight of all. Sorkin also shared insights into Reiner's health. Publicly, Reiner appeared strong and vibrant, always ready to work and always appearing in control. But behind the scenes, there were moments of vulnerability that few had ever seen. According to Sorkin, Reiner had endured more than anyone could imagine, balancing personal hardships with a demanding career. This combination of stress and secrecy, Sorkin claimed, played a critical role in his final days. Aaron Sorkin described one conversation with Reiner that he said haunted him. Reiner spoke candidly about fears he had never shared with anyone else. He spoke about regret, about moments he wished he could change, and about things that had deeply hurt him over the years. Sorkin explained that these were not just passing thoughts, they were feelings that Reiner carried continuously, shaping the way he lived every day. Hollywood has always been a world of appearances. People assume that celebrities have perfect lives, that success protects them from pain. But Sorkin's revelations about Rob Reiner shattered that illusion. Reiner's life, full of achievement and recognition, was also full of hidden struggles. He managed to achieve greatness despite those struggles, but they never truly left him. Sorkin also revealed that Reiner had confided in only a handful of people about the things that weighed on him the most. He trusted Sorkin because he knew that Sorkin understood the pressure of being in the spotlight while trying to stay human. Sorkin described this trust as profound, emphasizing that it was rare for Reiner to open up at all. This makes the truth that much more significant. Aaron Sorkin's account challenges the public narrative of Rob Reiner's death. People expected a simple story: a talented man lives a long life and passes away quietly. Instead, Sorkin shows a more complex picture. Reiner's death, like his life, was influenced by things unseen, by emotions kept private, and by burdens carried silently. The world knew him as a legendary filmmaker, but Sorkin reminds us that even legends have pain hidden behind their smiles. Those who knew Reiner personally described him as generous and caring, someone who would help anyone in need. But Sorkin's revelation highlights that even the most giving people can carry silent struggles. Reiner's death was not caused by one single factor, but by a combination of pressures, emotions, and hidden truths that had built up over decades. In the end, Aaron Sorkin's revelations force us to reconsider how we think about fame and success. They remind us that behind the awards, the accolades, and the public image, real people face real struggles. Rob Reiner was no exception, and his story shows us the hidden side of Hollywood, where even the most respected figures carry burdens unseen. Aaron Sorkin's confession about Rob Reiner's death sent shockwaves across Hollywood. He described it as a moment he had held onto for years, waiting for the right time to share it. Sorkin made it clear that he did not want to sensationalize Reiner's struggles, but he also knew that the truth deserved to be heard. For decades, the world believed they understood Rob Reiner, but Sorkin's words revealed a depth of pain that was previously invisible. Sorkin revealed that Reiner had faced long-term health challenges that he rarely discussed. These were not always physical problems, but the kind of stress that wears down the mind and the spirit. Reiner's ability to maintain composure and continue producing incredible work despite this burden is part of what made him extraordinary. Sorkin explained that Reiner's dedication to his craft often came at the expense of his own well-being. One of the most heartbreaking aspects of Sorkin's revelation involved Reiner's family. Reiner loved his family deeply, but he also carried the weight of family conflicts that never reached resolution. Sorkin described moments when Reiner expressed guilt over things he could not change, remorse over misunderstandings, and sorrow over strained relationships. These were not fleeting feelings, but a constant presence in his life. Sorkin also shared stories of Reiner's final days on set. Even in those moments, Reiner continued to put others first. He cared about every detail, every scene, and every actor. He rarely let anyone see his inner struggle, preferring to maintain his professionalism. According to Sorkin, this ability to hide pain while giving everything to his work is what made Reiner truly remarkable. Aaron Sorkin's account also revealed the emotional toll of fame. Reiner's public image was one of confidence and control, but behind the cameras, he sometimes felt the crushing weight of expectations. Sorkin explained that fame can isolate even the strongest people. Friends and colleagues may assume someone is fine because they are successful, but success often masks struggle. Sorkin reflected on the personal conversations he had with Reiner, moments that were private and heartfelt. Reiner spoke candidly about fears, regrets, and experiences that shaped him. Sorkin noted that these confessions were rare. Reiner rarely allowed anyone to see this vulnerable side. But these moments give us insight into the man he truly was, beyond the accolades and the public persona. According to Sorkin, Reiner's death was not a sudden event but the culmination of years of hidden challenges. These challenges were not widely known because Reiner was protective of his family and friends. He did not want anyone to worry, and he did not want the media to misinterpret his struggles. Sorkin described this selflessness as both admirable and heartbreaking. Sorkin's revelation also touches on the broader reality of Hollywood. Many actors and filmmakers face similar hidden pressures. The public rarely sees the sacrifices behind every performance or the personal struggles behind every achievement. Rob Reiner's story is a powerful reminder that no matter how much someone appears to have it all, they can still carry profound challenges in private. The emotional depth of Sorkin's confession goes beyond professional respect. He expressed genuine sorrow for the pain Reiner endured, and admiration for the strength he showed throughout his life. Sorkin described feeling both honored and burdened by the trust Reiner placed in him. This trust allowed Sorkin to witness the man behind the legend, giving the world a perspective few will ever have. In conclusion, Aaron Sorkin's revelation about Rob Reiner is a story of hidden truths, personal struggles, and the human side of fame. It reminds us that even icons carry unseen burdens, and that their public image is only a small part of who they are. Reiner's life, filled with accomplishments, was also marked by struggles that shaped him in ways the public never fully understood. Sorkin's words allow us to see Rob Reiner not just as a legendary filmmaker, but as a deeply human figure, whose life and death carry lessons about vulnerability, resilience, and the hidden challenges that even the most accomplished people face. The story is a reminder to look beyond appearances, to recognize the unseen battles, and to appreciate the courage it takes to face them quietly, without expectation or recognition. After Aaron Sorkin's revelations about Rob Reiner's death, the conversation in Hollywood changed completely. People began to realize that no matter how successful someone appears, there is often a private world of struggles that the public never sees. Sorkin shared stories that were never meant for public ears, but now they are crucial for understanding the truth. Sorkin explained that Rob Reiner carried more than just family burdens or health struggles. He had faced heartbreaks and disappointments in his career that few would ever notice. Even with his extraordinary success, there were moments when projects failed, or creative ideas were rejected. These professional setbacks, combined with personal challenges, weighed heavily on him. Sorkin emphasized that Reiner rarely complained, but the internal pressure was enormous. One of the most shocking truths Sorkin revealed involved Reiner's relationships in Hollywood. Despite being admired by peers, Reiner often felt isolated. Many colleagues assumed he was always confident, but Sorkin described moments when Reiner doubted himself deeply. He sometimes felt misunderstood, even by people who were close to him.